Thanks for that, guys. Now, it's no exaggeration to say that Amazon has defined the voice ecosystem, and its pioneering work has ensured that conversational commerce is well and truly here to stay. And that's what our next speaker wants to talk to you about, the fact that our perception of buying and selling is about to change forever. So please give a warm welcome to the stage to the European Director of Amazon Pay, Giulio Montemagno.
Hello, good morning, everyone. Great to be here. Great to be able to share some elements of our vision for connected commerce. So it might sound contrarian to what we usually do at FinTech conferences, so I'm not going to talk about payments. I'm not going to talk about moving money around. I'm not going to talk about consumers paying merchants or consumers sending money to other consumers. What I would love to do with you today is talk about customer experience and talk about customer experience in the context of connected commerce. So let's set the context first. So digital is clearly the medium of our times. It's pervasive, it's powerful, it's growing really fast. And if you look at research, it's clear that it's influencing a lot of what we do, a lot of the ways we spend money. Today, digitally clearly influences 65 cents on every dollar that is spent in the United States. And that equates to up to $2.1 trillion at the end of 2016. And this is growing extremely fast in Europe as well. So according to research that has recently been released the last quarter, if we continue on this pace, digital will influence 55% of every euro that is spent in retail sales. So there is a massive influence. This can be a transaction, this can be a simple online research, or can be a marketing campaign that is obviously run through digital channels. So it's clearly a significant part of our lives. Now, consider this in the context of overall connectivity. 62% of adults in the US, so these are very similar numbers for Europe, potentially Europe are even higher, are actually own and are actively connected to at least one device. So according to research, this number is going to be, in Western Europe countries, this number will probably go up to 3 or 4 by the end of 2021. So the consumers are there, they're clearly on board, it's really up to us to keep up. So, but when you really think about that, it's not about connectivity or access to digital devices. It's about customer experiences. It's about the expectations. Customers have come to expect to be able to interact with their favorite brands anytime, anywhere, wherever they are. They value selection, value, convenience, and on top of that, according to research, again, 30% of consumers are discovering new brands through a mobile device. They are interacting for the first time with a new brand on a mobile device. So it's really up to us in the industry to raise our game and keep up with the expectations on the consumer side. So it's obvious that in this age, in the age of the consumer experience is the single greatest source of competitive advantage that any company can have. So, but there is a price to pay. So consumers have come to expect great customer experiences. And there is a price to pay in the sense that 3 out of 4 consumers are very likely to switch to a different brand if the experience that they've received is not up to their standards. And when you try to put a price on that, that is a very hefty price. So this is a piece of research that Accenture released a year ago, and they try to quantify the cost in terms of foregone revenues and foregone business opportunity for businesses that have not raised their game in terms of customer experience. The lack of customization, the lack of trust that they have been able to create with the customers cost this business is $756 billion in lost revenues. So this is a pretty hefty price. So as our lives become more entwined with digital experiences, it's clear that trust is ever more paramount. According to 78% of customers, trust is the single most important factor when it comes to decision making in a digital context. And this is true in every country across Europe when we ran this research. So it's clear that we're not facing a future just web or mobile. So we're not just porting the experiences that we have built for web or mobile to a different ecosystem, to a different environment. It's really common sense that we must deliver a great customer experience on mobile, on web, and across screens, devices, channels, and medium. So at Amazon, we strongly believe that voice is this new medium. When you think about that, as we've gone through from typing to touching to swiping to speaking, our ways of interacting with technology have gotten progressively easier for us as human beings. So what is more natural, what is more convenient than our voice, than a natural conversation? So we believe that with the rapid adoption of digital assistant devices, e-commerce, voice commerce will be the next frontier. We really believe that we're going to see one of those ways that we saw in e-commerce in '97, in mobile commerce in 2005, and now in voice commerce in 2017. So it's clearly a new opportunity for consumers and brands alike to completely redefine the way they interact with consumers. So just to give you a couple of numbers, how big is this today? How fast is this growing? So there are plenty of numbers out there. I'm gonna mention two. These are obviously global numbers, not only Amazon numbers. Today, there are around, in the world, there are around 500 million digital assistants powered by voice. If you continue at this rate, this number will be 2 billion by the end of 2021. Another number is that today, roughly 50 billion searches are done on a monthly basis using voice. Again, if we continue, and this is less than 3% of the total searches that we as consumers globally actually perform every month. So if you stretch that number out, assuming the current growth rate, that will be over 200 billion searches done on a monthly basis. So these are staggering numbers. Voice is really growing incredibly fast, and consumers are really embracing this new interaction, new technology. So our role at Amazon is to develop our technology internally and make our technology available to third-party merchants. We've done this with marketplaces, we've done this with AWS, and this is very much our mission at Amazon Pay as well. So we want to bring our innovation and our technology and make that available to third-party merchants to help their customers discover whatever they find, whatever they love, and wherever they find it. So we are now extending these technologies, this innovation to voice. Let me give you a couple of examples of what this means. So when you think about new technologies that come along, there is always a set of early adopters that embrace this technology very early on, train their engineers, train the product managers, train the designers to code and build products in this new environment. And obviously, these early adopters enjoy sustainable competitive advantage in the longer term. And one of these early adopters is 1-800-Flowers in the US that leverage a skill. A skill is like an app for voice to enable their customers to search, select, and pay for flowers and order flowers directly through voice. They do that by leveraging the payment and shipping information that are already stored in their Amazon account. They do not need to spend any time punching numbers or communicating numbers to a digital device. They leverage the payment information and shipping information that are already stored in their Amazon account. And they have seen a significant increase in terms of new customers and new interactions through voice. Another example is Virgin Trains. It's a very important partnership. It's a global first that we have announced last May. We're enabling all Virgin Trains customers in the UK to search, select, book, and pay their train tickets using Amazon and setting the transaction with Amazon Pay. So this is a completely new experience for the Virgin Train customers. And today, for example, to be very pragmatic, it takes up to more than 7 minutes for a Virgin Train customer on their website to book a train ride and buy a ticket. This is less than 2 minutes through voice, which again is a much more natural way to interact with a machine. So we will continue to experiment on voice. It's very early days. It's a completely new ecosystem, but we believe that given the adoption that we're seeing and given the way it facilitates and creates new shopping experiences, it's really a new frontier for commerce. So thank you very much for your time today. If you're willing to experiment, if you're willing to partner with us on building skills and delivering great experience to your customers, here we are. Thank you again.